Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am, you are, and this is Breath Be Kicking with Eric Khan here on MooRRooM. Beautiful day. We're going to start it out with some music. Then we're going to go into some deep, conscious breathing. Alternate nostril breathing. Might do a 4-4-4-4, 4-4, left, right. Yeah. Either way, we will be communing with our spirits, communing with our inner guides, our inner spirits, our ancestors on our path. So you'll be doing yours on yours specifically. I'll be doing mine on mine specifically. Clearing our minds, removing the low frequency thoughts, those low vibrational thoughts, known and unknown. Clearing those out so we can be on what we be on. Continuously reminding ourselves of our activation, reminding ourselves of our powers, and not just reminding ourselves, stepping into that power and stepping into that being, and just knowing that it's just a mind state. So, literally, how long does it take to do one breath? One deep breath, put you out. So now with just one breath, flowing through, communing with your spirit. So that's what we'll do. We'll do that today. We're gonna play some music, and yeah. So shouts to Noisy Boys. Shouts to Mike. And this track is Evolve. Enjoy. But then we get into it.
We sourced up and sourced out. We sourced up and sourced out. Yeah. Sometimes you got to touch yourself, man.
In the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call. It said you've been living foul, so it's time to evolve. It's time to evolve. It's time to evolve. In the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call. It said you've been living foul, so it's time to evolve. It's time to evolve. It's time to evolve.
I had a dream I was in Asgard last night with a xenon flashlight. Put the magnets on my temple, let them eons gaslight. That sigil had no valves. X in spirit, don't call me, they be texting. I get that alarm at 3 a.m. I grab my purple pen in the dark, write down what's in the mind without the light on the spark. I've been on that Chakra Healing, Rainbow Road, Mario Kart, cause I've been on that Green Mile, Duncan shit, Michael Clark. Deep breath and release into the sky. The blood is on the piggy, so fuck 'em, Lord of the Flies. Energy always moving, so peace can never be still. Remember, you flow like water, if frozen, nigga, you chill.
In the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call. It said you've been living foul, so it's time to evolve. It's time to evolve. It's time to evolve. In the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call. It said you've been living foul, so it's time to evolve. It's time to evolve. It's time to evolve.
Evolve, you gotta evolve. You see the result, gotta add it, just set it, just program stuck in default. You just scroll, point, click, then you in it, bitch. Change your algorithm, now you marching, manifesting shit. Gratitude, open portals like Rick and Morty. Now I see Shaq, now I see Kobe, man, fuck that. I'm in the corner, 5 on it, I'm Robert Ory. Even a shooter shed a tear for all the glory. Now that's that baby though, ready for the quickness. Keep my eye up on the prize, I value my slick Rickness. Hey, you have a heart of gold, you know it. The greatest story ever told. You know
in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call. It said you've been living foul, so it's time to evolve. It's time to evolve. It's time to evolve. In the back of my mind. time to evolve. It's time to evolve. It's time to evolve.
Now is it foul when I love myself? Now is it foul when I am my best self? Now is it foul if I don't touch you back? Because I'm healing traumas. I hug myself and then repeat the following. Whatever happened to me back then, it ain't happening now. I say it mental, then I say it loud. Now if you nervous, visualize yourself in front of crowds. You gotta take that leap of faith, go ahead and kiss the clouds. You don't hate yourself, you just confused about the 3rd grade. And why them teachers taught your mind that way. See, you've been striving, I'm so proud of who you are today. We turn the tables, DJ replay on that feng
In
shui.
the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call. It said you've been living foul, so it's time to evolve. It's time to evolve. It's time to evolve. In the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call. It said you've been living foul, so it's time to evolve. It's time to evolve. It's time to evolve.
All right, all right, all right. What a time. What a time. So shouts to Mike. Noisy boys. I know that track right there, man. Evolve. In the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call. Said you've been living foul, so it's time to evolve. Evolve. Creativity, man. The wavelengths come in, especially when you know you have attracted certain energy for whatever project it may be. That, especially when you're creating, you get to look back at your creation and observe. Observe your breathing. Observe your creation. Rather than judging it and picking it apart and trying to see if it's good enough or not. You know, just going into the feelings of every word, every line, the metaphors. You know, what did I actually mean by that? Right? Why did I put those two together? Because there is something to be said of when we get into our breathing. What is it? Well, not even what is it. Why on earth would I express something that in many instances is only going to be heard by myself? So if you are someone who has created music in any form, wrote a song lyric, made a pattern, quote unquote beat maker, producer, editor, mastering. Why? Why? You know, for myself, it's like, why would I say those things? What was the purpose? Why did I need to express it then? And why do I need to listen back to it now? You know, it's like, why did I create it and why did I go back to the creation? And, you know, what did we take heed? Did we take heed? Evolve, you gotta evolve. You see the result. Gotta edit your settings, your program stuck in default. It's like, are you stuck in default settings? Have you been in default settings for so long you're afraid, or not even afraid, or you're just unaware that, I'm bringing my awareness to, all right, we have been in default settings. And default settings to me is parental guidance, how you were raised, how you react to siblings, how you react to certain energies, how you respond to your parents, how you respond to those in authority, thought forms, those sorts of things. That's the default settings. Why you take a shower this way, or why you believe you should only take one shower a day, or why you believe you have to hang your towel this way. Or not even you have to hang your towel this way. Why do you believe you have to hang your towel this way and everybody else does? And if they don't, that makes them, quote unquote, a certain judgment. That shit right there. Because it's not because the energy of, what is it deeper than that? It's the ego of it. It's why do I want it that way? Why must it be that way? There goes those 4-letter words. Have to be, have to, must, feel, need. It's like want. Why do we have to have? Why do we eat this way? Why do I eat this way? And if no one else eats this way, why do I feel a certain type of way? That's the observations we're making, because it seems that coming back here is avoiding my own patterns. Just being aware of God, my ways of generating, my ways of operating, my ways of destroying. And those concepts of, okay, have we just been in go mode out of God, out of our godhood or godness, our goodness, gracious, great balls of fire. Yeah, we're just on go mode. We're just in generating and operating and trying to avoid our destruction, or gaining our understanding, our knowledge and understanding about our destruction, things we destroy and what must be destroyed, or what we destroy on the regular. We destroy thought patterns every single day, known and unknown. So, yeah. All right. So, seems like a pretty good time. Do some breathing. And this is Breathwork. Use the Power of Breath to Energize Your Body and Focus Your Mind by Nathalia, Westmacott-Brown. Let's get to the beginning. This is this one. Little Book of Self-Care, Breathwork. Beginning. Title page right there. So. Oh yeah, many of these aha moments, they happen when it's just you. It's just been me. There are things that I see that I'll be like, you know what? There's not one person or there's no one around but me right now. And nobody knows it but me. Like, shit, man, that's all right. It's going to be like that many times where it's just you. You're the only one that's going to get it. You're the only one who, and it doesn't have an explanation at that time either. So shouts to Spirit with that. All right. Yeah, she was just like, hey. So let's play F sharp. We're going to turn on some tones and do some breath holding, some retention. Play some tones. Surprised, huh? We'll do this for a while. We'll follow along. Where's my video? And nobody knows it but me. That's all right. All right, so let's go and get this in. So we'll play the note of F sharp, which is on our chest area for from the heart. We'll play that sound and we'll do 3 ohms at that sound, at that tone, at that frequency. Frequency of, oh, we got the pink noise too. Pink is a lighter shade of red. Well, you know what's awesome about the F sharp, which F sharp has the chest area, the heart chakra, heart area. The heart has the colors of green flowing through as well as red. Because you got the heart there, and then you have just the energy of the green coming through. And then with Libra being in that area of the chest as well, the balance of Libra, the heart chakra, would be your root, which would be down here, which is also the note of C, which is Aries, which is the color of red. So a lighter shade of red, which is that pink, can go for both. Which is just another way that has helped expand my mind so we don't get stuck in this is what red means always, nothing ever changes, can't move off of it. It doesn't evolve, it doesn't expand, it doesn't do anything. It's just red. And red is red. Anything outside of that is fuckery. So let's play this F sharp. So we'll do a 6-3-6-3 breathing. Inhale for 6 seconds. Through the nose, expanding the belly. Then we'll hold it up with our Om in mind and Om on the exhale for 6. Hold at the bottom for 3. Let's start from the beginning. From your eyes, have those closed and crossed. nose. We're inhaling through our nose, exhaling through our nose. That's why. If your nostrils are stopped up, one of them or the other stopped up, you want to use your, crack your mouth just a bit. I would also say, before you want to begin this workout, let's exhale. Let's clear our nostrils out, and then we'll continue. For our mouth, we're going to keep that closed. Our sound, we're pulling from our belly. So we're inhaling so we're inhale into our chest area as well. For our mouth as well, our tongue lock. Put your tongue on your two teeth. Or shouts out to Wayne Chandler, you want to pull your tongue all the way back to the like the soft part in there. Yeah. And as well, as above, so below, so the bandha lock, your perineum pulling up on your anal muscles. On the inhale, at the top of the inhale, release during the exhale, hold at the bottom as well. So let's go ahead and do some nostril clearing real quick. And nostril clearing it's going to ease the flow. So bring your awareness to your breath. You hear the sounds in the background. So let's sit tall, feet straight out. Deep exhale. Then place ring finger, thumb over nostrils. And then you're going to blow out closed at the end of the breath 3 times. So not closed, it would sound like so your closed and go. Then inhale. Hold. Blow. Exhale. Hold. Blow. Hold. Blow. That was quick. If you hear your ears begin to release, we shouldn't be doing anything that brings any pain where you're trying to force things out. This isn't the place for force. That tough shit over with. That breaking through the wall shit over with. Using a sledgehammer for a nail. That shit over with. We're not forcing ourselves to breathe. That catch your breath. Those are all survival skills. We're not in survival. We're in survival mode. And you actually feel in your nostrils some opening up there. So you want to continue that. You want to do that 10 times, 7 times, 3 times, whatever number that resonates with you. Commune with your inner gods and goddesses and beyond that. And if you ain't on the inner gods and goddesses, deities and spirits and whatnot, just energy streams. Where do you think Hulu got that shit from? Come on now. You are a fucking streaming service. Literally. You stream channels every fucking day. You're a channel streamer. You stream channels. You've been flipping through channels. They had us flipping through channels. Come on now, flipping through channels. Now we channeling. For real. And it don't cost $19.99. Don't have to sign up for shit. Ain't no goddamn subscription. It's got a goddamn outsourcing who I am. God damn it. You motherfucker. They thought they had, man, shit. All right, so let's do. Inhale 4 through the left nostril. Hold for 10. Exhale for 8. Hold for 4. What's happening, man?
Miggity, 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 fat daddy. It's the miggity, 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 miggity Mars. It's the miggity, miggity Mars.
Good deep breath in. And now I'm going to take a deep inhale, and at the top of the breath, we're going to hold for as long as possible. Then we'll exhale and hold at the bottom for as long as possible as well. Let's shoot for 30 seconds at the top and 10 at the bottom. Go 10 up top, 30 above, 10 below. So deep exhale, deflate that belly. Inhale. And then exhale. Let's begin. Take the nostrils. Hey, from the jump, she was talking about. Now we move in because you can feel all that. You know what I'm saying? Once you get past that zone of, oh my gosh, this feels great. Oh my gosh, I feel good. Oh my gosh, I feel like I do on the beach. Man, it feels like I could just float away. Once you get past all that, you know what I'm saying? All that excited kid shit. Then you're gonna tap into manifestation time. Shadow work time. Chaos writing time. Okay. Now we're gonna write down my triggers. Now we're gonna get to what my triggers really are. Now we're really gonna get into forgive self so we can now we're in a space. Let that shit go. Forgive self. Forgive yourself for when you were 12. Forgive yourself for the year that you were 14. Forgive yourself for the year that you were 3. That's what we're tapping into now. So that was just one of the ways, you know what I'm saying, that has worked for me. So even going from that space into it, you know what I'm saying, that lead up of even on those days when you're waking up and, you know what I'm saying, you ate late. You know what I'm saying? You had meat or some shit from the day before or candies or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, the weather is whatever. Your thought forms are in a certain space. Your left nostril is stopped up. And the flow isn't there as it usually is. You know, there's some good practices of, you know, with you close those nostrils, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. When you commune with your goddamn spirit, God, I'm telling you, all this shit gonna slow the fuck up. And all that shit of slowing it up is being in the right tune, right tone, all them other goddamn words that you just now found out that you're using all the time. Same for me. Because when we were kids, that's what we did. When we found out new shit, we went bragged about it. Yes, you will brag about your spirituality. Yes, you're going to brag about the spirits and the deities and the energy streams and the dreams you had and the, come on, man, you're going to do all that shit. We went through all that shit already. So, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get through that space. It's going to have its time. You're going to get through that shit. You will level up. Of course, we all expand. You know what I'm saying? So don't be holding it hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? I know niggas talk shit about, oh my gosh, look at them niggas over there. They out there goddamn doing that shit. But did niggas do that shit when they was 10? Did niggas do that shit when they was 6? When they was 7? You know what I'm saying? You have to realize about yourself what kind of parts you came here to play. You know what I'm saying? You done played a lot of roles. For myself, I done played a lot of roles. I've been little brother for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So just also knowing that I've been little brother, I've been older brother, I've been cousin, I've been son, I've been all these things, all these different hats, thoughts. School of thought seems like your programming system. Just acknowledging what program system you were raised in and starting with your mother. You came here on a ship. Everybody came here on a ship. Well, I can say that. Whatever. I came here on the ship. Those others came here on the ship. Isn't it crazy? The whole Oh shit. They did a whole what was it? Slavery shit that all niggas came here on a goddamn slave ship. And you goddamn came here in your mother's womb, which is a fucking ship, maritime law, water, all. Oh wow. Anyway, like I said, you know, like those things that come up, and you just be like, oh, now you see. So check out the little bit book of self-care, breath work. And I look forward to writing my own book. Writing my own book of meditations. What colors I've used, experiments, all those things. So manifesting that. So especially during those visualizations, just visualizing what it would be like to finish each chapter. You know, what it would be like 15 minutes after I write the title out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've got a canvas and then I write the title and, you know, I write it. I don't know if any words come up or anything like that, but I just write a title and, you know, signs and symbols. I write signs and symbols on it, you know, like a triangle or a circle, you know, the symbols they mean to me. And that would equal the title. I don't like what the letters are and the words, I don't know, but there's a vibration there. So I'll write that there. And you know, how I feel after it, you know, I'm excited and thrilled and, you know, it's easy. You know, you flip a page and signs and symbols, you just write those signs and symbols down and it's just gone. Or I can have it where I'm typing. Either way. And, you know, how will that process be? And I feel we'll be writing a book here very soon. Creating that. And they'll be like, why? You know, so for my book, wow, even talking about this out loud. Because before, I would concern myself on what am I going to write about? What's it going to be? What's the title? Know where I could start? Forward, the acknowledgments, the gratitudes, you know, thank you for, because every time I read a book, man, everybody's got the, you know, shouts to such and such and thank you to so-and-so for, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, a forward, you know, but thanks to, well, this one doesn't have it. Or maybe it does. It might be in the back. Let's see. Yeah, about the author, writing those. Dedication. I could write a dedication, start with that. Like, I feel like whatever book I'd be writing or getting into, like, I'll just start off with a dedication and shouts to, you know what I'm saying, the energy streams that we stream, the channels that we've been watching. You know what I'm saying? We put that in there. Like, something gonna pop from it. Gotta be. You know, could meditate on those who have been very instrumental in our process of writing. I could shout out some of the people who gave me books over the years. I could shout out my teacher in I think 6th or 7th grade when I had to do remedial reading. Because my reading level, I think I was middle school, my reading level, my reading comprehension was said to be at a 2nd, 3rd grade level. Which was my sister at that time. She really enjoyed that because she was just like, yes, finally got one over on this nigga. Nigga always, because I was a bragger. I bragged a lot about my grades. And I bragged a lot about my grades because my mother, well, our mother, she championed that shit. Like, do your best, be your best. So it was like, all right. And the better grades I got, the more acceptance I got. So I tied all of that. I tied a lot of that in together, which, holy shit. I ain't know we was gonna go into this one. All right, let me call homie back real quick. But nah, hold up. I'll call him back real quick because this one was different. So yesterday, while at subbing, something went down. Where I'm noticing some things about myself and my own programming, my own triggers. Well, like, man, women, feminine energy. When feminine energy say jump, I have been programmed to say how high and how long and smile. Like my mother is an 8th, 7th degree black belt. She achieved this while in the army. In the army. I feel while in Germany. Under the teachings of my father. It was his dojo. 10th degree black belt. Now, I only received this information just a few years ago. So my details on it are from my perspective. My mother is very competitive in all things. So oh yeah, so we're in class the other day. This wasn't subbing. Yesterday when we subbed, had a class, boom, 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 boom. Some things happened there. And then that connected with the evening when there was a discussion. There's a group, dance dads, so all dads in the community get together, you know what I'm saying, at the local spot where the kids' dance academy is, and the dads do the dance, you know how it goes. So we're doing that, and it's like 15, 20 of us in there. I think 15. And our instructor, it's pretty much the end of our performance. And we're, you know what I'm saying, we're ending it and we're leaving the stage. So she's like, yeah, we got to leave the stage. How we're going to do that? And she has in her mind, she literally says, I heard her verbatim say, I don't want any more music. We're not going to play another song. We're just going to find some way else to do it. You know, call to action, certain thing, whatever. So, you know, I start, you know, giving out some ideas of what to use. I can tell none of them are hitting with anyone, even her. I'm just like, why are they not hitting? Like, what you mean? Well, not even that. It was like just quick. I'll just observing, noticing, really popping off him. And literally, the dude right beside me goes, you know, it'd be funny, man, if we just did a funny dance going off the stage. and have the song to it and do like this. And everybody started laughing, right? Even the instructor. Just like, you know what? That's a great idea. And then literally after that, the next one was, hey, instead of just standing here, we can do an extra dance. And in that 5-minute span, there were great ideas. Went with them, and I was like, hey, this shit is fun. But I remember riding home and just being like, why did I stick to what she said? Because even when she said, no, we're not going to do this, and literally let every man in there know, we're not doing this. We're going to go another way. Why did I go the other way while everybody else was like, fuck that? And it worked. And I sat there and I was just like, you mean to tell me I listened to exactly what you said and it wasn't what you wanted? So then I went back to, she wasn't telling the truth when she spoke. It was true at the moment, but that truth can evolve. I was like, maybe it was just filler. And now I'm getting to it. I'm like, it wasn't her, it was me. I perceive when a woman speaks, who is an instructor, who's a teacher, who's giving the information, when they say something, I'll be like, I bet that's what it is. And I'll follow those instructions because that's how I followed my mom, my aunts, my grandma, my teachers, my instructors growing up, and kept doing it, kept doing it, kept doing it. And I was like, holy shit. How many times have I just done that off the rip and wasn't even aware of it? Just made decisions based off of things that feminine energy has expressed. And I just believed wholeheartedly based off my programming. And then looked around and didn't understand why no one else was following the rules, but was still able to express themselves. And it worked out. And I was just like, I'm still acting like a child. God damn it. Well, it's dope that the awareness is there that happened. Because now that can be transmuted as well. My awareness is on it. It sting. It do. I ain't gonna front, man. That shit do sting. Cause I'll be like, fuck. But it's also like, that's great because I can let go of a lot of shit that known and unknown. I'm very sure there's a lot of unknown programs and shit that I have just been in a space of, just answered, just done, which clears up for now until we off this bitch. Because now it's listen to the tone, because I've had the experience for myself of, man, that clears up so much shit. Because look, when a woman speak, I believe it. Especially if she's speaking to me, especially in a group. Like when a girl say, even back then, like if you tell me that you don't want to go somewhere, I'm not gonna take you there. nor am I going to bring it up, because you said you don't want to go there. So I am going to move off of the energy you just sent my way. But the more I know about myself, the less I was depending on what the energy was saying. Because the energy is coming off from their own perspective. I took what, oh shit, there we go. Because what did mom, what is the teachings that mom would say? You believe my word, only my word. You have to believe, or you have to listen, or, consequences come with that, so to speak. Shit. Well, I've been a how high nigga for how long? I ain't even gonna front, man. I was like, and we were in kind of like a horseshoe, because it's like a dance studio. You know what I'm saying? We're all in a horseshoe kind of. And I just remember, man, and I remember sitting there. There you go. See? What's up?
Bro, you funny. What's wrong with that, man?
I kind of figured, shit, I just went back to, you know what I'm saying, do what I'm doing.
And I did a song last night. I ain't got a studio. I haven't recorded none since October 2022. For me, that's when playoff mode started. So I call this song playoff mode, bro. It felt good. And then my hook so deep. My girl, she don't feel it. Like, she don't get it. It's for the rappers. And then it made me think, the Hispanic culture, when they make reggaeton, they do it for women. They be like, I'm on this bitch like, hit you with the double cross, Kyrie Irving. Your family hit you with the double cross like Kyrie Irving. That's not what the ladies want to hear, bro. You feel me? So she like, I'm like, no, you gotta listen.
Oh, babe. You can't make her run a lap. She don't listen. You don't want to listen to this song? Some goddamn suicides. Get your shit together.
Hey, it's just like teaching kids how to do layups again. You talking over their head, bro. But yeah, and hey, it make you shit. I take everything as like, I look at it from that point of view. But in terms. But what you up to, bro?
I am doing some breathing, doing some reading earlier, doing some good releasing today. Shit, when I was subbing yesterday, some shit happened, and then at that, yeah, so at dance class later, something went down as well, and the two things connected. I'm taking 1 + 1 and I'm making 11. 1 + 1 is 11. So yeah, exactly. So look, check this out. So the dance instructor, so we're at the end of our performance. We're practicing and we're on stage. So she's like, all right, we need something to get us off the stage so we can transition to the next people that's coming on. So she like, all right, so we're not going to do another song. So we need something else. So I'm giving out ideas, right? But ain't nothing hidden, right? And then all of a sudden, this dude comes out and he's like, hey man, we should do woo 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 and do a crazy dance to it. And this is the song. And then everybody started laughing. It was like, that's a great idea. And I'm like, that's interesting. So after the class, right, it was dope. Like, choreography was great, all that shit. So I'm riding home and I thought to myself, when that woman said that this wasn't something that was going to be allowed to do, why did I listen to her?
What were we allowed to do?
Like when she said that we weren't going to use another song, we were going to, like, we weren't going to go this way. We're going to go another way. Why did I go that way that she said? Why didn't I just, why, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, oh shit, that's how I grew up. Like when my mom spoke, I listened. Like if my mom said, we're not eating cookies today, you can have something else, I never would be like, you know what? I'm gonna ask her about cookies in 2 minutes and see what she say. Like I wouldn't test it. I would just listen and just go that way. So I was like, holy shit. How long have I been a jump and how high, nigga? How many of my decisions have been based on what the feminine energy has said, whether she meant that shit or not? It was my perception. So it's almost like when a chick say, all right, I'm not really into that, or I don't want to go here. If you say you don't want to go here, I'm not going to take you there. But then all of a sudden she might be mad because I didn't go there. But I'm like, I'm just listening to what you said.
We try, if we test you, see where you at. I'm people test me, but yeah,
it's based on your programming. Like I didn't even know. I had no idea, cuz no idea. And she was okay with the fact that you tested. Cause I'm sitting there like, cause I'm driving home and I'm like, wait a minute. I know this bitch literally just said this. And then I did what you wanted, and that's not what you wanted. I said, nigga, I about pulled off the street. I said, God damn it. But it's a good thing though, because it clears up shit.
Yeah.
How many times a woman done said something to me and I just believed it, whether or not I didn't know if she was testing or not. Because in my mind, my mom didn't test me. Like if she told me something, it was for real. She wasn't gonna play with me like that.
Yeah, straight.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you, oh, here we go. God damn.
Yes, sir. Do it.
Because my mom's wouldn't trick me. If she told me something, she wouldn't trick me. Like if she said the food was hot, I knew it was hot. She wouldn't give me something, I eat it, and then I find out, oh shit, this shit goddamn burning. Oh shit. Yeah, my mom's gonna tell me if there's peppers in the shit. Yeah. How many women, how many feminine energy have you met and they didn't know themselves enough to let you know the truth? They just trying to see if you're gonna find out some shit. But if you don't know your own programming, you just following shit that you've been doing forever. God damn. Yeah. Man, 38, nigga. 38. Man, I was sitting in that class last night, like, what the fuck? Of course. Of course. I've definitely seen it. It's been something that we've been writing on for a couple years, even with Stacy, because Stacy is someone who speaks. She you know how it is when someone talks, but they're not talking to you. They're just speaking their thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, I always took that shit as, oh, you talking to me. And it's like, nah, you're not talking to me. But I always felt like someone, whoever's speaking, is talking to me. But most times it's somebody else's perspective. And I did not take that into consideration. Because I always believed that women knew what the fuck they was doing. I'm sorry, my bad. I always my bad. Hey, hey, Kenzie. Hey, Kenzie. We just clearing up we just clearing up old wounds and traumas and shit. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing.
Hey, I said this nigga right here got something for you. Boy, bro, this is song. Gonna be like, oh yeah, PPP, playoff mode. Yeah, it's not even me, bro. It's not even me. It's the MVP. It's not even me. Oh, this shit.
Shit, send that motherfucker through.
My phone was on some bars. Like, that's the only thing. Not first. I got old bars from like months and months. It's just my first time sitting down, bro. But I ain't even listened to it enough, and I'm still fucking with it and tweaking it, bro. I wish you or Spell was here to just put that shit on it. You know how y'all. Just thinking back, nigga, you did so many songs for me, bro. Just sat down and made that shit crispy. Put that shit on it. And just made it regular to rideable too. You know what I mean?
That's how I make my. Hey, that's where I go to. I'll be like, look.
On the Stratus Tuesday. Shit, bro, like that shit was epic time, bro. It needs to be a documentary made about that.
It is. We see that shit every goddamn day. See that shit every goddamn day.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Shine. Yeah, bro. How you gonna get outside? What you about to do?
I am going to.
What's your schedule for like the next? I'm free today.
I'm gonna go to the school. I'm gonna go pick up some cupcakes and have some lunch at the spot. Indeed.
Yeah, I'm about to listen. One time I was bitching down, I'm gonna send it to you, bro.
All right.
You in the car, you got headphones on, so you really gonna hear everything. And then you're gonna hear the beat that I got on. Jesus Christ.
Will do, man. Who am I? Okay. All right. What was we talking about? There is more to myself than what I know. So I'm definitely going to roll with that. Especially with the feminine energy, man. Like just knowing, just having an awareness of the programs that were embedded in me from the jump. You know? And those programs that we relate to others as well. So now it's like, that's even more awesome because there are patterns of behavior for myself that we ain't even got to be on no more, which means there's self-forgiveness there. There's unconditional love there. There's abundance there. There's going to be so many unknowns that we ain't even going to be on no more. That shit, we're just going to be feeling lighter and just know that we're not in survival mode. Because much of the feminine energy was given out of love mixed with fear. You know what I'm saying? It's like high frequency, high vibrational beings. You know what I'm saying? In a low frequency spot. Chaos given with survival skills. And it's like, oh yeah, my bad. Didn't realize, was not aware of the survival methods and what that can do over time. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, listen to me. You gotta listen to me. You know, life or death type shit. Then you add in the discipline and the punishments, and also the she was right. Those type shits. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, wow. It's like, what have I been treating all of them like that? And it's like, yeah. Yep. I have been 38 years old. 38, my nigga. And that hit. Yo, I ain't even gonna lie. Just talked to homie about it. Spoke with him on it. Shouts to him for bringing up even some questions for myself to dive in. His son's Scorpio, so deep thought. Shouts to him. It's dope. It's dope. Because it's like, oh, I don't have to survive. I don't have to look at it as surviving. Or I don't have to look at it as I could be more observant and less reactionary. Because I ain't gonna front, man. Like, when and it also works, though. So it's not something that we're just going to throw out. It's just gaining knowledge and understanding on it. God damn. I look at it like this as well, like an example. If I go to a store, I go to any convenience store, and the sign says, only take 2. I'm only going to take 2. Oh, shit, I might only just take 1. There's nothing about me that's going to push past that to be like, what if I get 3 though? Hey man, can I get 3 for $1? Like, there's nothing about me that wants to test that. Because when I grew up, when I tested, I got whooped. I got beat. I got ignored. Those sorts of things. And as you grow up, those things, I attracted. Oh, shit. God damn it. I had to attract it. I had to attract those situations because it was, oh, God damn it. Ah! Ah! It is me. Mm. Mm. The only way it was going to be was me. This fucking place, bro. God damn. Well, no more. So, shouts to the awareness of that. Just God, hey. Ugh. But all right, cool. Well, Now that we know we can attract, we can update our attraction methods, especially with the feminine energy as well, because we've been getting different feedbacks, different confirmations for ourselves, and that's dope. So all right, so so let's do some ohms. Ground ourselves in ground, ground ourselves in brown, brown ourselves in ground. And then we're going to continue. For myself, I'm going out and about, so closing our ceremonies before we go through this portal into another meditations. You treat it like a ceremony, man. It is a ceremony. So open that motherfucker and close that motherfucker. If you started with 3 breaths, close with 3 breaths. You began with your ohms, close with your ohms. You went with ahs, close with ahs. You started with music, close with music. Do something. Like even if you say a few words on the beginning, say some few words on the end. I know most of us all went to church. Did it all work out for everybody? It's okay. It's okay. You ain't got to be mad at them niggas no more because you had to pray and all that other shit. What you think whirling and dirling and incantations and all this and that? You think the church got the shit from? Look, man, don't be blaming white folk. Don't be blaming black folk. Don't be blaming preachers and all that shit, nigga. Come on now. What you think you ain't been doing this shit too? What? You think just because you got some melanin this time, you ain't been white before? Hmm? What? You think because you got a pair of balls this time, you ain't been a woman before? Think because you a woman, you ain't been a man before? What you think just because you a little brother, you ain't been a daughter before? You haven't been an uncle before? Like, you been an only child. I've been an only child before. I've been in a huge family. I've been a woman. I've been women. I've been a pair of twins. Like, what information do we recall from it, and what resonates for now? Like, what is it? What are the programs, the versions of those thought forms? What are the versions of those thought forms that can go? We ain't even gonna fuck with them. We just gonna breed them bitches out, or however it be, whatever tools we're gonna use. Shouts to it, man. Yeah, sure. This is the tone of F sharp. Deep breath out. Then we'll have a deep inhale with Om in mind. Inhale. Om. Om. Appreciate you being here. Anything that we spoke on, if it resonate, shouts to you, write it down. You know what I'm saying? Write out your own questions for yourself. Always remember that these are, from my perspective, my point of view, my universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, my signs are different than yours. My degrees is different than yours. Now, yeah, we all on the same shit, but we ain't the same shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't be taking on my shit and taking on my story or trying to solve my puzzles. And honestly, it's not something that you may consciously do, but subconsciously, you may take on my shit and try to solve my problems. The same way you would as someone else. So if you might have the possibility of doing it with me, and I'm not even popular or famous, what you think we've been doing out here forever? You know, we hear a story, and then next thing you know, we living out that shit. So tap into your own. That's what that breath be on. Close them eyes and cross them. Continue writing down your signs and symbols. Stay up in your books and your meditations and your mantras and your mudras and your trees and your plants and your spirit guides and spirit animals and being of good use. You know, deep breathing and looking into people's eyes while they speak. Grounding, walking outside, shoes off as much as possible. Taking note of your always, your nevers, your shouldas, couldas, wouldas, ought tos, you know, those sorts of words, those knots words, those words that put your brain in a knot, literally. So also just brings me back to the part of the two snakes, Kundalini rising, but in so many movies, those snakes get tied up into a knot. Yeah. Shouts to Jungle Book and Lion King, I feel, Jungle Book. But yeah. We can go back to the books as well, right before we leave. You'll be like, those looking to dive into your psychic development, third eye, intuition, feminine energy there, not being so logical, masculine. So, ain't that funny? Like this, literally, the meditation part, like tapping into your feminine energy. Like, anybody say you ever, like, you don't have to change clothes for this. You don't have to cut nothing off for this. You don't have to put anything on extra to prove your feminine nature. I prove my feminine nature by focusing on breath. Some people do it by putting on a pair of heels. There's an inside way to do it. And as we see, there's fucking so many outside ways to do it. There's so many inside ways to do it too. Try some inside ways. I know it's not as popular. I also know it's not as revealing as much, where you don't get as much feedback as it is presented out here, but the feedback you will get will be truthful. At least you won't be having to deal with bot behavior. I mean, honestly, when it's you and your spirits and pretty much, you know, a couple friends here and family members, like a couple here, it's just you and yourself. You and yourselves, the ones that's mirroring back, you know, what you need for your path. I mean, if you want to be popular, even for myself, if I want to be more popular, then I have to accept that there's going to be more bots. And if I have no awareness of that, then you're just going to take it from anybody. Don't make a bot your God. Are they teaching you how to generate, operate, or destroy anything? Or they teaching you how to, you just going OD on that shit, operations and destroying, but no generation, no generating, no energy, no generating the energy at all. We're just operating, we're just pointing and destroying, just pointing out and destroying, pointing out and destroying. What about the generation part? Okay. That's feminine energy right in God, because God is within Goddess. So the energy all in there. Why am I talking as if? Anyway. All right. Bye.